Hello friends, this is the fourth session in how to build software projects. This project is for building a smart city project for Brisbane City, and we have seen the user stories for this project. Then we have discussed the user interface design and business design. So now we will see how the database should be designed for this project. So we have many entities and we need to keep data for these entities. So in this project, we have entities related to user types, students, businessmen, tourists, and administrators. Information for these user types which need to be stored permanently in the database are exactly the same. So in one table, all the information related to these entities can be stored. To identify each type of user, we can keep user type information in the table. Then there are other set of entities uh, which are related to city information, city maps, parks, zoos, malls, restaurants, museums. So for each of them, we will create each a table for each entity. Then other entities for the smart city project are colleges, libraries, industries, and hotels. In the smart city project, there are no strong relationship among entities. They are mostly standalone and separate from each other. Accordingly, we do not need a relationship among the tables which keep information about these entities. Whatever relationship required among these entities are covered in the business logic. So each entity seems to be standalone and they do not interact with each other. So we don't need the relationship among these entities, and accordingly the ER diagram will be separate for each entity. So let us first create the table for student, tourist, administrator, and businessman. For these entities, we need the user type and then name, username, password, repassword, address, email, and phone number. The user attributes are related to users is depicted in this ER diagram. So this is the first ER diagram for creating a table for storing information about student, tourist, administrator, and businessman. So the entity is user and it will have a name and a username, a repassword, phone, email, address, password, and user type. So when we create the table, we will create columns for these attributes for this table. So when we create the table, the columns should look like here: number, the record number, and then name, username, address, password, repassword, email, phone, and user type. And now let us move to table for create park. So each park entity has attributes of name, address, email, and phone number. The attributes related to a park is depicted in the diagram here. In the ER diagram here, the park is the entity and it has attributes of name, address, email, phone number. And when we create a table, it should have columns for the record number, the name, address, email, and phone number. Similarly, for Jew, we will have the same kind of attributes: name, address, email, and phone number. And the table, when created, will have the record number, name, address, email, and phone number. Then for museum has similar kind of information to be stored. So attributes of each museum will have name, address, email, and phone number. Then for restaurant, again the same kind of attributes. So restaurant will have attributes of name, address, email, and phone number. Then similarly for park, the same kind of attributes: name, address, email, phone number. Then for college, the attribute is a bit different. Here we need to store information for college name, address, email, and departments. And accordingly, each column will have each record will have columns like record number, name, address, email, and department. For industry again, a bit different information. So it will have industry name, address, email, and industry type. So accordingly, for each record, the columns will include record number, name, address, email, industry type. And for library, the information to be stored is name, library name, address, email, phone. So again, each record will have these columns: record number, name, address, email, and phone. For hotels, again same: name, address, email, phone number. And for so this was all about the uh, tables which we need to create, and then we need to create a sequence as well to populate primary keys, the number field in all these 10 tables. So to keep each row of data unique, a unique piece of data is required to be associated with each row. For all the 10 tables for the smart city project, we can create a single sequence. This sequence can be used to create unique numbers to populate the columns of each table, which will have unique pieces of data. The same sequence can be used to populate unique pieces of data in the unique column in all tables. So this was all about database design for our smart city project. So thanks for your time, and bye for now.